Be officially in that DTLR radio studio right now, man. The joint is called Hold On.
Yeah, man.
You feel good. Look at you. You smiling. You heard the song.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Huh?
It's crazy, man. In January, I had nothing.
Listen, man. I was just telling Persia over there. I said, I really like the song. Appreciate and I'm not just saying that because you're sitting there. I wouldn't say anything. I would just talk about something different.
Okay.
I wouldn't tell you I didn't like it, but I wouldn't say I like it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the honesty.
Right. You know what I mean? Charlie loves you. What you think, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling that. I really like the track, especially with the samples.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it off air. It brought everything together. So.
Yeah. Soulful. It was soulful.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Soulful. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that real lyrics are actually coming back? I mean, do you think that that's a thing? Am I talking crazy? But
so, like, I kind of was talking about this with my brother the other day. Like, I think people kind of have this disposition of hip-hop, like, it's only one genre. Like, you can only do one thing. Like, you can only be a lyricist. If you're not a lyricist, you're not a real rapper. You're not real hip-hop. But I kind of look at hip-hop like a cinema, like going to the movies, right? If you only went to the movies and saw only action films, you wouldn't appreciate comedy and you wouldn't appreciate that other stuff. So I think, like, when people say real hip-hop is coming back, I don't think so. I just think, like, you know what I'm saying, we get a reinvigoration because at some point we'll get to a point where it's like, oh, this lyricism becomes monotonous and we need something that's fun. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's what, the young guys are doing. They're doing fun music.
Right.
And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I think that guys are really scared to be their real self.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Kendrick was able to be a lyricist and be kind of like really conscious.
Right.
And still be able to play that in the club. Right. I can still play Kendrick songs in the club. Right. And he does a good job of that. But a lot of folks don't. Right. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't. So they don't usually get some of the notoriety in the play that they should get. Right.
And I think that's the difference between, like, a superstar and then just another artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, a superstar can really, like, propel past just the status quo. You know, if the status quo is just put some 808s on the track, use your voice as like a part of the percussion, then, you know what I'm saying, that's just the norm. But what Kendrick does is he gives you a bit more substance above the track, you know what I'm saying? And
he definitely does.
Yeah. So
let me ask you a question. We were talking about nicknames. Okay. Before y'all walked in. Okay. And we were talking about the fact that if you have a nickname and then as you get older, right, then you want to not be acknowledged by this nickname. Right. Do you have a nickname that your mother used to call you? Yeah. What is it?
My nickname's Sammy.
Sammy.
Right.
All right. Is that short for something?
So my first name is Sam Travius, right? Okay. So Sammy is what they call me, you know what I'm saying? Just
forever.
Yeah, that's just the fam. They call me Sammy. Sammy everywhere. So, like, when I grew up though, like, you know what I'm saying, like you said, I got this like new demeanor. Like, imagine me walking around being called a Sammy. It kind of takes the edge off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? But I never changed it. They just stopped calling me that. Okay. So, like, my family still call me that. But if you to meet me, you know what I'm saying, at DTLR somewhere, I'd be like, hey, what's going on? I'm KB.
Right. No, and I get that. I mean, Charlie loves you. Your nickname was what? Pookie.
One time for Pookie.
Yeah. You gonna be Pookie now from now on.
That name expired.
Yeah, I don't know. You gonna have to fight me on that one. So, I mean, we were talking about that because my daughter doesn't want to be called the nickname that I call her anymore, which hurt my feelings because it's her. I don't care about nobody else. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with any. Yeah. But that's my baby. That's like, like how you don't want to be Tiger? That's fine. You my Tiger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I can come to a middle ground, like, well, only you can call a Tiger.
That's what I thought. Really, unless the only people to call a Tiger, Eddie will call a Tiger, because that's what I call it. Yeah. Now I don't want to be called Tiger and Tyler J. I'm like, yo, you gonna get brand new on me? Like, you know what I mean? What do you want to accomplish out of this? Like, what is your end goal?
So, like, I've been the guy, like, pushing education, but I also want to let, like, people from my hood know, like, from my area, not just my hood, like, my area, to know that there's more avenues, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody either joins the Army or plays football where I come from. One of those two things.
Yo, y'all like a football factory.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, you know what I'm saying, just let other people know that being artistic, you know what I'm saying, being artistic growing up wasn't cool. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you're not like a aggressive football player or if you ain't no shooter in the streets, then you ain't got nothing. So, like, art was kind of, like, always suppressed for me. Like, I've been writing music since like the 6th grade, but like I always kind of was like, being artsy ain't cool, so let me put this to the side. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this to the side. So it's not just music that I do. You know, I'm a producer. I make beats. I edit videos. Okay. So like I do.
You well rounded.
Yeah, like when it comes to art, like I just appreciate art. You know what I'm saying? Like I was into Beethoven and all different types of stuff, like Basquiat and all different things. But like it wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to give like the view to the people where I come from. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can be whatever you want to be. You just got to find out what you like. Don't let somebody else like what you like for you. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty. So listen, I brought this young lady onto the show. Okay. Charlie Loves You because she's, really opinionated. Okay. And what I kind of really wanted to ask you is how is it, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. So you have your lady here.
Right.
You introduced her as soon as you walked in.
Right.
And at 25, I was, I ain't bringing my lady with me. I ain't, you feel me? Like, right. I was, lady, I don't got no girl.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
How is it that you're at 25 in this different place than most guys your age? You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but I think it's like half and half right now with today's culture with men. So let me hear what you have to say.
So like I think I'm here because like I've been there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up fast.
Well, me too.
Yeah, like 12, 13 years old, grew up fast. So like it got old to me, like because my mind is moving so fast, like I'm so analytical, it got to a point where I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying, the game done changed up now. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I met the most amazing woman on the planet. And, you know what I'm saying? And
if I had the horn, I would give you the horn.
Nah.
There you go. That's a horn.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Nah, but that's what it was. Like for real, like it gets to a point where, because I'm so analytical, I'm always weighing situations. Like, all right, what about this? What about that? And so then it got to the point where I'm like, is that worth losing her? Nah. So then let me just slow down. And then it got to a point where it just got too easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, being monogamous and being faithful is so much easier than balancing this female and that female and hiding my phone from this.
You was a lot smarter than me, bro.
Stressful, dog. Like, you feel me? You're stressful.
Being totally honest with you.
Kudos to you.
Nah, man, my old girl was going through something. Like my stress was up here, so I couldn't deal with all that other stuff.
It didn't hit me till the last couple of years, bro.
Stop saying that.
No, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm a single man now because of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, very transparent. I was, you know what I mean? Rolling Stone, where I laid my hat, was my home. That's what it was.
I sample that too, by the way.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and I tell folks all the time, it's kind of like what we're taught. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you taught by the OGs, like, you know, more is better, new is better. Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't really realize that until you come to a point, something happens. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Something happened. It was like, oh, boy, I had this wrong the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I did have something like that go down with me and my shorty. It was kind of like, as soon as I went to the Army, some crazy stuff happened, but, you know what I'm saying, I was already past it, so it was kind of like, you know, like, those demons that you had kind of sold back then tried to come back and rip you back, but, like, you know what I'm saying, she stood strong, so,
right, already.
You know what I'm saying, that's
right. Shout out to you. No, I'm playing. How can they follow your movement, KB?
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram at OG Nobody. That's OGKNOBODI. On Twitter, same thing, OGKNOBODI. You know what I'm saying? My boy City Cash Official, spelled how it sounds. We're all in, you know what I'm saying? That if you can, any type of way you can get in contact with me, I'm down. Okay. Meet me, you know what I'm saying? I'm in DC to the 3rd, so you know what I'm saying? We're going to be around, we're going to be at Cafe 8 tonight. So,
okay, already, man. So listen, make sure you follow my man KB. I'm going to get in the mix in a matter of minutes. First installment of the Photo Shoot Fresh Mix. It's Friday. It's the last Friday of 2017. Yeah. So let's have some fun. All right, KB, thank you for being a part of this franchise movement show on DTLR Radio.
I appreciate you, man, for having me.
Already, man. Stay tuned. DTLR Radio, your fashion, your lifestyle. Photo Shoot Fresh Mix up next.